It's my first time picking grapes. So today I'll be getting some muscadine grapes at a vineyard. One of my farmer mentors, who you all have heard me like reference on, and his name is Farmer Howard, is working on the vineyard, and he invited me out to come pick some grapes today. So y'all will get a nice little in-depth review on how to harvest and pick muscadine grapes. So I'm going to be harvesting about 4 bins. Here are the bins. I'm using a wheelbarrow too to take everything up to the vineyard. Here's a picture of the vineyard behind us. You can see it here. And then we're going to get the grapes from there. And then here's what we are taking up here to pick. These little bins from, these little totes from Walmart. I got them stacked right now. So I'll show you all in depth how to do it in a few seconds, in a little bit. Y'all are going to meet Burl. He helped manages the vineyard, and I'll be picking with him. So you'll be following us along as I ask him a ton of questions about how to pick these grapes, where to pick, which ones are ready, how we not know they're ready. Bunch of questions. This is Burl, everybody. Say it to Burl. Everybody's going to say hey, I guess, in the comments. So how do we know which ones are ready and which ones we should pick?
Well, when they're really ready, is when they're at their best. They there's no resistance when you pull them off. There's no like pop. You just kind of brush them off and
Gotcha.
come off. But usually grapes are usually picked before that because they're kind of ripe before that. Mm-hmm. I guess birds or insects will get them.
Got you.
If you just let them stay there.
Got you.
But so I was looking at these. These aren't not. I mean, yeah, they might be ready.
And this will be considered a bad one that we were talking about earlier. It has like a hole on it.
Yeah.
Here, I can see this up close. This will be considered a bad one.
These are. I think these are going to be bigger before they're really ready.
Okay, got you.
These are ready.
Got you.
But and see
I see some honeybees.
Yeah, the vineyard collapsed here in the storm.
Got you.
Let's look over there and see if those are ready.
All right. One thing that I definitely should have bought with me was some mosquito spray. I usually keep it in my car, but I don't know what I did with it. The mosquitoes, it's a perfect day for mosquitoes out here. So you're going to see me swatting a lot. We're getting ready to go look at another vine to see if we can find grapes that are more ready.
Yeah, see, these are bigger, but it looks like this has already been picked. So
yep.
This is closer to ready.
How long does it take for these vines to get established?
I think they'll have grapes after a year.
Oh, wow.
But, I think the idea is to not pick them, not have them have grapes, pick off the blossoms in the first few years, mm-hmm. to let the growth, let the energy focus on growing
the
vines out.
Got you. That's
so
cool.
I think after 3 years, is when I think they really start getting picked.
And these have seeds? This variety have seeds in it?
The thing is, I think that once they're ripe, the seeds sort of disappear. So I think if they have seeds and hard skins, that means they're not ready for picking yet. That's what I think. But that's just my.
So these wouldn't be considered ready right here.
I think these would be considered ready.
Okay.
Personally, I think they can. In fact, this would be a good. Why don't you start on this?
Mm-hmm.
This vine, this whole stretch can be picked.
Okay.
And
you're good.
Yeah. The thing is, they're good, but they get better when they're really ripe. Mm-hmm. That's when they're really good. Do you want to start with these guys?
Yeah, we'll start with these. We'll start with these right here. And then we'll go ahead and fill up about, I probably have time for like 2 or 3 totes, maybe 4. And then, yeah, I'm eating some. These are really, really good. These are good. Now we're gonna start picking, so I'm gonna try to get this angle for you. I'm gonna do it one hand, then we'll transition. Like, well, I'll cut this off, and we'll transition to doing it.
I'm gonna start picking these guys.
All right.
I'm gonna pick this row. You get to a point where you can just glance at the vine and tell.
This is how you pick, y'all. This is how you
where
pick.
The ripe grapes are, or the ripe enough grapes. And then from there on, it's just you go up there, and I just do it by feel. And if they're ripe, they're just going to come right off without resistance. If they're less than perfectly ripe, they're going to sort of pop off. There's going to be a pop when you pull them off. At least you feel that.
Gotcha.
When they're ripe, there's no pop. You just brush them off. These are the scarlets.
And what variety will I be picking over here?
Those, I'm not sure what their names are. I think they're nobles. No,
okay.
They're not nobles. There's some, I mean, you can pick here too. This whole row is scarlets. I've picked some of them, so down there they're going to be not going to have any grapes. But,
Okay.
These actually are.
You ready to start picking? All right, y'all. So now that my lovely wife is out here, she picks grapes way quicker than I do. This is how many we have right now. Here we go. We got this many right here. Amber's done this in like maybe 5 minutes. She is moving and grooving on this. It's that quick. And we have a lot of vines to pick from out here. So we'll just be out here picking grapes. And we're trying to eat as many as we pick. These grapes are excellent. Grapes are good. Pulling them off and getting to work. This is probably one of the easiest things I've ever done as a farmer. Once these are established, here you go. This is how easy it is. Just pull them off. Just pull them off, and then put them into a bin. It's like really, really easy. So we'll be out here for the next, like hour and a half, just pruning grapes or picking grapes. Let's see, we got here all the way down. There's some dark grape ones over here, so we're gonna be out of here pretty quick. So we will see you all when we're done. I know y'all just don't want to see us like picking grapes and interacting. I got some grape juice on my beard, but we're gonna roll through this. One of the things I've noticed while doing this is that taste and color are directly correlated sometimes. So it looks like some of the darker ones are like really, really good, but then some of the lighter ones are bitter for certain varieties. I don't know exactly what varieties we're getting. I need to go check. For the market that we're sending to, it doesn't matter that much. But I will also say, see a lot of interesting insects out here. Like, look at this beetle right here. I've never seen a bud that looks like this before. Interesting beetle, pretty color. But the array of bugs that I've seen out here has been like really interesting. Like the range has been really, really interesting. I want to note that as we do this. But also, while I'm doing it, you see today I have a jacket on. And this is a culmination of 2 days. So I have a jacket on today, and I have I have bug spray on today too, like mosquito spray. With the mosquitoes, like on a dust day, were really, 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 really tough. But I will say that this is like really therapeutic and it's fun to do. I do stay away from certain clusters. Like if somebody came out here after us, if the grapes haven't been picked in time, they split, and then the insects are attracted to it. So you'll see like yellow jackets, bumblebees, honeybees. I've seen more yellow jackets and bumblebees over anything, but we have a small honey flow on right now, so I can see why they would be out gathering pollen and find other sources. And the bumblebees would be more concentrated. Well, never mind. I was on the ground. I see a whole bunch of, well, I see a lot of yellow jackets on the ground. A whole bunch. I see like 10. So I will say I've seen more yellow jackets than anything, like as of now. So like clusters where it may look really ripe, I will kind of stay away from if a grape has split, because I don't want to get stung on my hands by a yellow jacket or a honeybee. So I've been really careful. But other than that, this is a really like seamless process. I wish grapes were produced all year round. This even has given me ideas on starting a vineyard, like a small vineyard at the farm. Just because I like this process. I think the infrastructure costs will be up there just to get the post in and to get the vines established. But outside of that, 5 years from now, that'll be something that'll just be flowing. So we might get some figs, some eucalyptus, and some muscadine vines established at the farm, just to keep us, just to have like a long-term investment, diversify the operation, but also for food source unless we get a natural disaster. But other than that, this is like very, very peaceful. It's probably one of the more peaceful things on the farm. I'm not really worried about quality control too much, because you can see when a grape like is damaged, so you just throw those out. You might see some of black spots on it like this, but other than that, this process, and there's some splitting. The ones that are splitting I typically eat, and if it's not split too bad, I'll still get it in a container, as long as I have any mold or anything going on. But other than that, this is a really fun process. Amber ducked off for a second. I think she went to go to the bathroom. But yeah, this is really, really cool. Really cool. So after about 2 hours, this ended up being our haul for the grapes. After we ate a couple, we have this bin here full of grapes. Then we have this other tote below it full of grapes as well. So we got a really, really good harvest off of these. I'm very, very appreciative for it. And what we will do is we will get these out tomorrow, and then we may go harvest tomorrow too. I really enjoy harvesting those grapes. So if you have any questions about the grapes, the varieties, I can get you those. I just appreciate you all tuning in for this Muscadine grape vlog. So I'll see you all the next go around, the next vlog. Appreciate you all.